Animal words. Aquiline, 1. Relating to eagles. 2. Curving like an eagle's beak. The surviving busts of noble Romans show that many of the men had strong aquiline noses. Aquiline, from the Latin word meaning eagle, is most often used to describe a nose that has a broad curve and is slightly hooked, like a beak. The aquiline figure on the U.S. seal brandishes the arrows of war and the olive branch of peace. The word for eagle itself, Aquila, has been given to a constellation in the northern hemisphere. Asinine, foolish, brainless. He's not so great when he's sober, but when he's drunk, he gets truly asinine. The donkey, or ass, has often been accused of stubborn, willful, and stupid behavior lacking in logic and common sense. Asinine behavior exhibits similar qualities. Idiotic or rude remarks, aggressive stupidity, and general immaturity can all earn someone, usually a man, this description. If you call him this to his face, however, he might behave even worse. Bovine, 1. Relating to cows and oxen. 2. Placid, dull, unemotional. In that part of Texas, many of the veterinarians specialize in bovine conditions and won't even deal with dogs or cats. Bovine comes from the Latin word for cow, though the biological family, called the Bovidae, actually includes not only cows and oxen but also goats, sheep, bison, and buffalo. So bovine is often used technically when discussing bovine diseases, bovine anatomy, and so on. It can also describe a human personality, though it can be a rather unkind way to describe someone. When Hera, the wife of Zeus, is called cow-eyed, though, it's definitely a compliment, and Zeus fairly melts when she turns those big bovine eyes on him. Canine, relating to dogs or the dog family, dog-like. Pleasure in getting their tummies rubbed must be a basic canine trait, since all our dogs have loved it. Dogs are prized for their talents and intelligence but aren't always given credit for their independence. Instead, tales of canine devotion and attachment are legendary. The Old Lassie and Rin Tin Tin television series featured at least one heroic act of devotion per show. So we often hear people described as having dog-like devotion or dog-like loyalty. But canine itself, unlike dog-like, usually refers to four-legged creatures. Canine is not only an adjective but also a noun. Dogs and their relatives in the Canidae family, the wolves, jackals, foxes, and coyotes, are often called canines. And so are those two slightly pointed teeth a bit to the right and left of your front teeth. Feline, 1. Relating to cats or the cat family. 2. Like a cat in being sleek, graceful, sly, treacherous, or stealthy. The performers moved across the high wire with feline grace and agility. Cats have always provoked a strong reaction from humans. The Egyptians worshipped them, leaving thousands of feline mummies and idols as evidence. In the Middle Ages, felines were feared as agents of the devil, and were thought to creep around silently at night doing evil. Notice that feline is also a noun. The fascinating family called the Felidae includes about 40 species of superb hunters, including the lions, tigers, jaguars, cheetahs, cougars, bobcats, and lynxes, and almost all of them are smooth, silent, and independent. Leonine, relating to lions, lion-like. As he conducted, Leonard Bernstein would fling his leonine mane wildly about. The Latin word for lion is leon, so the names Leon, Leo, and Leona all mean lion as well. A leonine head usually has magnificent hair, like a male lion's mane. The leonine strength of Heracles, Hercules, is symbolized by the lion's pelt that he wears, the pelt of the fabled Nemean lion which he had slain as one of his 12 labors. But leonine courage is what is so notably lacking in the Wizard of Oz's cowardly lion. Porcine, relating to pigs or swine, pig-like. She describes her landlord's shape as porcine, and claims he has manners to match. Pigs are rarely given credit for their high intelligence or their friendliness as pets, but instead are mocked for their habit of cooling themselves in mud puddles and the aggressive way they often go after food. While porcine isn't as negative a term as swinish, it may describe things that are fat, greedy, pushy, or generally piggish, but primarily fat. Porky Pig and Miss Piggy aren't particularly porcine in their behavior, only in their appearance, that is, pink and pudgy.